In 5 years' time, all of the roles in tech will merge into one. I've been in cybersecurity. I'm a chief information security officer. I've been in cyber for over 10 years, and I've seen lots of change. And you can make predictions based off the change you see. We saw the kind of agile roles disappear. We saw the business analysts, the BA roles disappear and merge. And we started seeing DevOps cloud platforms starting to merge. And we're going to see in 5 years' time, there is only going to be one main role left, which will be the technologist role. That role will consist of software engineering, product, DevOps, platform, cloud, and QA and testing. Essentially, all the roles that are currently separate roles within the software development lifecycle. As you go through, or the product development lifecycle as well is another way you can look at it. Those roles and automating it all from the no-code solutions to using tools like Amplify and AWS and automated CI/CD pipelines and building out automated testing throughout that lifecycle. All that will be rolled up into one role, which will essentially be a zero coding role, which will mean that the skill set in most demand will be kind of around that product security side. Now, you have to think right now that doesn't exist at the moment. Okay, we're not there. The technology is not there yet. There's still some things that don't quite work out. You've still got to really understand software development to an extent, but to build production apps, you still have to understand the DevOps, the cloud infra, etc. So they are still separate roles. So we're still, I'd say, 5 years away from that technologist role. So you have to think, alongside what that technologist role is going to look like in 5 years' time, what other roles will there be at organizations? Now, the cybersecurity role will be the other role alongside that technologist role. And the reason for this is regulators, legal regulators, and things like the EU Act, GDPR, and other future AI regulation will require a separate human being in the loop. You won't just have agents, for example, doing all this stuff. A separate human being in the loop that makes sure that this is done correctly at organizations. And you will always have that required knowledge. But even that cyber role is going to massively change over the next 5 years. So I've been speaking with a lot of my peers and we're thinking, right, what does tech look like in 5, 10 years' time? And then from that, well, what should people be doing now in upskilling? And the conclusion was a mile wide and an inch deep. Okay, if you are in a tech role and you're in a real kind of deep role, just doing software engineering in one particular language, just front end, that's not good. You've got to start broadening out your skill set, whether that's upskilling, whether that's doing boot camps, building projects, or working with other engineering teams. You've got to broaden that skill set so you've got exposure to all those areas of the business. There's only one role right now, and I've built this role at loads of different companies, that actually exists that has that full breadth, and that's the DevSecOps side of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, not the generic side of cyber, GRC, etc., doesn't have that full visibility, but DevSecOps has visibility across all those roles, because as a DevSecOps engineer, you have to secure how the software engineers, the front end and full stack engineers work, how data teams, ML and AI teams work, how the platform, DevOps teams, etc. work, and secure those